what is it that keeps you going even after you go through these experiences with getting, some hate or some, I don't know, not enough love from the people, or just random people that might be, putting you down because you're doing great things. You're becoming a nurse, and and I see you in your booth thing, and you both seem
Oh,
very happy, and
yeah.
just you have things that a lot of people would love to have, and that's something that's great. But sometimes it comes with some people hating on you and stuff. So
Yeah.
what are some experiences that you've grown from, and what is it
Mhm.
that keeps you going?
Right. Well, I feel just like anyone in general can relate to me, drama, you can never leave the drama. There's always some type of thing that people have their own opinions about you. And I think growing up, since I was younger, I've always been super talkative and super into making new friends, and so growing up in my teens, that was never a problem. But I guess once I started encountering situations where people would say certain things about me, I know my first time handling it, it was very hard on me. Like I probably cried to my family or to my cousins about it just because it was something that I wasn't used to. Like, why are people saying these things about me? It's not true. But then I guess eventually throughout my whole life, the thing that really helped me was going to college and kind of just leaving it behind and just being like, I don't really have time for this. And honestly, nursing school is hard. My life is 100% nursing. And so going to nursing school, I just didn't focus on all the negativity. And I was kind of just more focusing on my goal, my life, and just everything I want to do for myself. But little did I know during those times, like there were still people kind of lingering, saying certain things. And you know, not all the time was it saying certain things, but it would just be things where I would find out that, certain people feel certain ways. And so it's just kind of like, oh, like, I don't even have to be present for people to kind of judge you. Like you said, social media does a lot. And I've always been active on social media. And so, yeah, I guess for me, the way I handled things was kind of just being upfront and letting them know, like, hey, this is how you feel about me. Like, you want to kind of discuss it more. And I guess with my whole entire experience, I've noticed the ones that hurt the most are your closest friends or your closest people. I had encounters where it would be random people like, okay, what the heck, what are they saying? And it doesn't really matter. But I think it hurts more definitely when it's your close people where you're like, wow, I never thought I could feel that type of betrayal or that type of negativity from someone who I saw so much positivity from. And so yeah, I think you just have to really learn how to be resilient and really put your foot down, because I think I've just been so nice throughout my whole entire life. And I think people know that about me too. Like it's kind of easy kind of to push me around, but I think I've really learned to kind of just grow a tough skin and just be upfront, whether that's them hating me. And I've learned that, not everyone's going to like you even after you talk to them. And that's fine. As long as I put my opinion out there, spill my truth, then that's all that matters, and we can move on with our life. And whatever they have on me is kind of on themselves at this point. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's kind of my experience. There's everybody has their little drama things in their life, but yeah, I think another thing would be just because I have a lot of girlfriends, like super close girls, and when that comes about, I don't know, I hate saying like, oh, girls are all about drama, but like you said, a lot of people like to compare themselves to the same gender, and it's really sad when we should just all be supporting each other. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to say something after that, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually ask you some additional questions first,
Yeah.
because you some questions just came up when you were talking, or some comments too.
Uh-huh.
I think one thing you said was, you know, even when you were little, people were already kind of doing that to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've always just kind of carried yourself in a very positive way. And when sometimes you're like that, some people just tend to hate. That's the only word I can use. I don't know what other
Yeah.
word. But what is it? But what you said you let it go. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that that's something that's I want to emphasize, is that you let it go, because
I didn't even realize I said that.
you did. You said when you went to college, you just let it all go. And that's
Right.
the I just like, yeah, that's so true, because if you continue to hold on to that anger or that pain or that sadness to why people don't like you, to why your close loved ones are hating on you now, or blah blah blah,
Mhm.
then you're just gonna fester in it, and you can't continue doing what you're supposed to be doing. And so
Right.
I think it's very important to sometimes just let things go and let it be, even though
Definitely.
even though you will never get a sorry, even though you will never get any closure from the people that hurt you,
Mhm.
that sometimes
It's
for your
okay,
own
you know?
sanity, yeah,
For sure.
it's okay to just let it go. And
Mhm.
another thing, I'm trying to remember what you said too, is you know sometimes it's hard to just let things go and
Yeah.
not understand why people don't like you, and you didn't do anything wrong to them, right? Like, you're checking
Mhm.
yourself too. You're thinking, I don't think I did anything wrong. I didn't say anything bad. I wasn't talking smack. I wasn't being rude. Why is this person being so rude to me? And what is it that helps you let it go? What is your process of thinking? Or is there people that you confide in to help give you guidance on these types of situations that you
Situations,
go
yeah.
through in your life? Yeah,
Mhm.
so what is it that helps you let
Oh,
go?
yeah. I mean, for sure, I have such a great support system. Like my family, my friends, they're all awesome to where I feel like I can talk to them about anything that happens in my life. So I am lucky enough to have that awesome support system that some people might not have, which is something that I take for granted sometimes. But I definitely have that support system to talk about situations that I'm going through in my life. On top of just me, honestly, not having enough time to just be negative, like I have so much in my life right now that I can't focus on certain things that people are saying. Like you said, I can't always get answers, and that's okay, because that's so much time on me to try to figure things out, so much negativity to put myself through. And so, yeah, I just think like you just kind of have to learn how to keep yourself busy and have an awesome support system, and not really take people's opinion about yourself so harshly. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, I guess bringing in the Hmong sister aspect into this whole conversation, I think being a Hmong woman is also very difficult, where you have a lot of expectations, and you know it kind of feels like, I guess you can say, a competition with each other, just because as your parents, I don't know, for myself, my parents didn't come from the best education, and you kind of want to prove yourself to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones. And I feel like it's kind of like people think it's a competition with everything. And so it's just like, no, we're all in this together. We're minorities, we're Hmong American women. Like, we can literally lift each other up and just support each other, whether that's supporting each other's business, supporting someone's career, and doing all those things for each other. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree with that. And
Hmm.
I think what you just said too, I think sometimes how we view supporting each other as women sometimes sprouts from our childhood